It's a beautiful day here in Michigan, and I'm sitting on our front porch, and I've been thinking about this house and all that we went through with the building process. I want to talk to you about it in your morning cup of inspiration. I picked out the lot, and Pam was with me, and then the company that we used to build the house had an architect, and they drew up the plans, and we made changes and poured over those for a couple months, and then they poured the foundation and they started building the house. I moved in over a year ago, and there are still things on this house that aren't right, because once the architect passes it on to the builder and the builder passes it on to the subs that they hire to do the work, you never know what's going to happen. And since I wasn't here to keep an eye on things, there were a lot of mistakes, and a lot of them still haven't been corrected. And a lot of it was just poor workmanship, to be honest with you. We weren't pleased at all, and I'm hoping that we get it all right eventually. But it's so important who you use to build your house. And it's the same way in our lives. Who builds our lives? And the Bible tells us in Psalm 127:1, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh, but in vain. So it's so important. Who built your house? Who builds you? And who is continuing to build you? Because remember, we're all a work in progress. We need to consult the master architect, the master builder, Jesus, at all times. Because the Bible says he's the one, after all, that originally built us. In Psalm 139, verses 14 and 15, we read, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from you, when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. So God was forming us even when we were inside the womb. He's our builder. He knows who we are and what makes us tick. And he knows the plans that he has for you and I. We need to consult him on those plans at every turn and make sure that we're trusting in him and seeking his advice. It's so important who builds the house. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon for another morning cup of inspiration.